The Michael Kay Show on ESPN New York is presented by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. To see how much you could save, call Geico at 1-800-947-AUTO or visit geico.com. Well, the Rangers with a big win yesterday against the Bruins, and their head coach, John Tortorella, is nice enough to join us now. Coach, it's Michael and Don. How you doing?
How are you guys?
Good. You know, it's Don's birthday, Coach.
How old, Donnie?
45.
Oh, crap. You're still a young man.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hey, Coach, do you look at a win like yesterday, and there are some coaches / managers who say a win is a win is a win. Do you actually, at this point in the season, look at style points and say, listen, I'd rather have won that game 3-0 when we had that lead than have to do it in a shootout?
Well, you know what? You take the 2 points and you go as quickly as you can.
Right.
I think one of the most important things in coaching, at least in my view, is the way we try to approach our team, and it's the way we did today, is how we played. And even when we were up 3-0, I just don't think we played that well through the game. And so that's how we approached our business today. You need to get your results, you need to get your points, but when you're coaching your team and you're going through your paces as far as getting ready for the next game, you need to make your players aware of how you're playing. I just don't think we played that well through the game, and I thought Henrik stole us the game.
All right, in layman's terms, Coach, what didn't you like about it up to the point when it was 3-0? What could they do better?
Didn't have the puck. I thought their goalie really struggled where Henrik was just sensational. And I just don't think we had the puck. I think they were more physical than we were. And listen, they're a good team. They're a balanced team. They're a big team. They've got all the things going for them. And I thought their goaltending was awful. And I think that's the reason why we win. Ours was really good, and theirs was really bad.
Now, after the loss to Jersey last week, you said you felt that some players were playing as if they were scared. You really got into your team. They haven't lost since. Is that because you challenged them, or was this on the way anyway?
I don't that stuff there. I just don't think it holds too much credence as far as challenging. I've been with these guys for so long now, for 3 or 4 years. I don't think that's what needs to be done. We're going to let them know what we think about their play and be honest with them. But I really believe, and again, notwithstanding yesterday, our game is coming. I thought the past few games prior to Boston, we had the puck more. We were much more willing on the boards, won more battles on the boards, and that's where our game is. That's where you have to play Boston too. And yesterday and that's where you're going to win and lose your hockey game. So we're getting there. We still have some work to do in a lot of areas, but we're finding our way. And Henrik's playing much better. I thought he struggled early on. And so little by little, we're getting there.
If you continue to win, how does Brian Boyle fight his way back into the lineup?
Well, Brian, you sit a player out, and everybody, I've had so many questions. You're sending a message. I'm not sending a message. We changed our team a little bit. I thought we were really struggling with the foundation of our team. We upgraded our talent level in Nash. But when you lose Dubinsky, you lose Anisimov, you lose Prust, you lose Fedotenko, you lose Mitchell, the middle of your team it's gone. And I thought we were really struggling with the middle of our team. So, we tried the kids. Kreider comes up, Miller comes up. They play pretty well. We make a deal for Rupper, and this kid Powell has done some really good things for us in a fourth-line penalty kill and roll. And so we change the lines around, and you have a little bit of balance, so we have 23 players. Someone has to sit out, and I just don't think Brian was playing that well, and he was the one. He could be back in tomorrow. I'm still not sure of my lineup tomorrow with really some of the struggles that I thought some players had yesterday.
Now, you mentioned how Henrik played so beautifully yesterday, and he's played well of late. We had him on, I guess it was Friday, Coach, and he said he did not like the way he played early, and he had to be better, and he has been better since that point. Now, this might be a simple answer. Maybe it's a dumb question, but how did he make himself better? What was he doing wrong at the beginning?
Well, I try to stay away from him as far as the technical stuff.
Right.
I don't pretend to know a lot about it, and I don't want to know anything about it. That's why we have a goaltending coach. But the biggest thing with Henrik is focus, and that's where I think he has improved leaps and bounds since I've been here. And a lot of things are pulling at him out here in the city. He's demanded in a lot of different areas, and he's one of those athletes a lot of people looking for. I believe he got his focus. As a coach, I was asked the question, is he playing well? I didn't think he was, and I was just answering the questions. It wasn't to challenge Henrik. Henrik challenges himself, and he is one of the true competitors, one of the best competitors I've ever met and ever coached. So he's going to find his way one way or another just by who he is.
Do you ever, 2 times you've just referred, I'm not sending messages. Do you ever try to send messages to the media, Coach?
Sure.
When's the last time you did that?
Oh, I don't know.
You can always use us if you need to send a message.
No. It's Donnie's birthday. I don't want to be using Donnie on his birthday.
You're so sweet. You talked about trying to find secondary scoring. Looks like you got it in Carl Hagelin. 3 goals in the last 2 games. Has anything changed for him, or is it just going in now?
No, he's playing with a pretty good player. I mean, the play Nash makes yesterday was just unbelievable. And the thing with Hags is yesterday I don't think he made one pass, but he created so much offense just with his legs. He drove Chara crazy as far as just chasing him down, forcing the forecheck, and it was our best line. Stepan, Nash, and Hags was our best line. They had the puck. So he's just finding his way, and the puck's coming to him. But he creates havoc just by skating. And it's something that I think Gabby's struggling a little bit because he's not skating. And I think Gabby can take a look at Hags and say, you know what, there you go. That's what I need to get going so I can get myself going. And so he struggled a little bit early on, but he's been a really good player. He's all over our scoring chance sheet, and he's done some good things for us.
John Tortorella, head coach of the Rangers, our guest here on the Michael K. Show, Kay and LaGreca. You shake things up, Coach. I mean, you just don't let status quo go because that's the way it should be if you guys aren't playing well. I'm wondering, are you coaching with more urgency earlier because of the 48-game schedule?
Absolutely. We have shortened our bench, especially on our back end. Actually, I was shortening the bench quite early with the forwards. But when we made the deal, I was just having problems getting rougher on the ice. The speed of the game, I just thought he was slow. But when we add Powell, we add a couple of kids. It's allowed me actually to extend my bench with the forward lines. I've played 4 lines more the past few games than I have ever since I've been here. Where Sully in the back end with the defense, we cut it back very quickly back there because we need to win that particular game. It's not about playing players to get their confidence, give them some ice time to work through their mistakes and all that. We don't have enough time. You just don't. And we talked about this before the season started, and that's the philosophy we're going with. We're not going to waste time, and we need to try to win each game. And so that's how we're going about it.
And with Lundqvist playing the way that he is, and only 4 back-to-backs, I think, the rest of the season, how much time do you think Marty Biron will see?
He'll get his time. We're still going with the philosophy that we went last year. I think that's so important for Henrik. When we started this a couple of years ago, he didn't like it because of what he is and who he is. He just wants to play. But he gets sloppy sometimes. When he plays a lot, he gets sloppy in his practice, and he begins to lose his game there because you can't practice at a high level when you're playing as much as he was early on. So we feel it's very important that we stay with the same philosophy, get Marty in there so Hank can work on the technical part of his game, get good, hard practices in, and be able to push himself through practice because he doesn't have to worry about playing the game that next night.
When you have in Henrik Lundqvist statistically the greatest shootout goaltender since they instituted it after the last lockout, do you play overtime differently knowing you have a distinct advantage if you get to the shootout?
Well, we have mentioned during overtimes that we want to go win it now. But if it's a really, really risky and trying to get to the shootout, because then it's in the back of your net. It's just not the way to play. But I just don't want us being stupid and making really risky plays when, let's go get our chances. Let's force the issue. Be smart about it. And if we score, great. If not, we still have a pretty good one when it comes to the shootout.
You don't seem like a guy who gets content very easily. Are you happy right now with your team?
No. I'm thrilled we grabbed 2 points out of Boston. I think we're done playing Boston this year. That is truly one of the best teams in the league. The way they're built, they're a tough team to play against. They're big. They're physical. So I'm thrilled we got the 2 points. But I wouldn't say I'm not happy. I just don't want. You would use the word. I don't want to be content. I think we need to be better. I think we need to be more willing, and be a stiffer team to play against. And we were coming. I think we have been. I still think we are. Yesterday, I just, as far as the stiffness, I thought we were overmatched a bit at times.
Now, are you a guy who gains respect or loses respect for Giannone getting hit with the puck?
Wake up. Watch the game. Well, to be honest with you, Johnny's there, and it's a knuckleball coming over to him. I mean, if someone just reached out and grabbed it, it would have been an easy catch. But I think as I look at the replay, he was looking up at the clock at the point in time, and just lost sight of the puck. But if it was, he could have really been hurt if it was coming at a better speed. But that was just a little bit of a knuckleball and nailed him.
But how about the toughness to continue on? That had to impress you.
Yeah, that was good. When I was breaking down the tape, I saw him still on the air while Rammer was working on him. So he's a good man. I felt bad for him, but he hung right in there and did his job.
Let's face it, that's a baseball announcer. They're taking him out on a stretcher.
Oh, please.
You know what? You're probably right.
Not this one. Now, are you concerned with the Yankee catching situation?
I haven't followed it. Is this as far as the drug?
No. In terms of the 3 guys that are going to have to catch, Stewart, Cervelli, and Romine.
You know what? I am going to plead ignorance. I've been living under a rock. I haven't even followed it.
Well, you know what? We'll be on the air next Sunday, so if you have some time, you'll see your first spring training game.
I'll be looking for it.
All right. Thanks, Coach. We appreciate you on.
All right, boys. Take care.
Thanks,
you got it. Pay attention.
Well, in John's defense, he looked at the clock. It wasn't like he's looking at a pretty girl in the first row. I mean, looking at the clock's part of your job. You want to know how much time is left?
Why? What's the difference?
Well, because you see the play develop and you look at the time to see, all right, is there time for something to happen here? He's analyzing the game. Isn't how much time's left part of the analysis?
I don't know. I mean, when you're within striking distance, and also what Tortorella said was a knuckleball. It could have been caught, right?
There's blood streaming down his face. He stayed on the air. Boy, that's high standards for the coach, I tell you.
I'll tell you, he said he liked that. He liked it. And we like the fact that Joe Nolan's going to tell us what's going on with traffic.